Downtown Oakland looking majestic from high above as we welcome you to tonight from just down the road at Oracle Arena. Two teams, two conferences. It's a road game for the Raptors in this one. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. What a matchup we have between the guards here tonight. Smitty, as a guard yourself, did you ever try to one-up your assignment over the course of a game?
Yeah, you do. Sometimes you start listening and saying, hey, they had this guy ranked at my position a little bit higher, so you went at him. But then the ultimate for me at my position back then was Michael Jordan. But I had to go through Joe Dumars, Sprewell, Mitch Richmond, that two-guard position.
So many good
Clyde
players.
Drexler, it was unbelievable. Allen Houston, the list can go on and on and on.
Every night.
Every night.
There was never a night off.
No way.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So for Toronto right now, the explosive pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the backcourt. Jamari Carroll is out there with Jared Sullinger. And it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now DeRozan, after the missed three from Stephen Curry. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Curry with another miss. And the Raptors with the ball. Outside Lowry. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Green. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Green's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Warriors.
Steve Kerr, Coach of the Year. Not a bad way to start off your coaching career. Averaged 70 wins through his first 2 years. That is unreal.
That one a little long.
Not a good pick there. If I'm shooting the ball and I'm looking at him, I'm asking, where is the effort? You've got to do a better job of screening.
Stephen Curry, that's a luxury to have a guy that can run off screens and shoot the catch-and-shoot jump shot.
And with Kerr, there were a lot of other coaches that had great seasons, but how can you not, Steve, give the award to someone who won 73 games?
I totally agree. There were some coaches that did a fantastic job, but it came down to either Lou Walton or Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr obviously won it, and I'm happy for him.
But Julia kicks to Green. Buries the long-range jumper. Green's got 5 points so far.
And right now, Draymond is just cooking. Immediately firing, having confidence in himself and knowing he can knock that one down.
Here's Carroll, and Durant sends it back. Curry dishes to Green. For three, Durant. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, with how great DeMar DeRozan is at scoring, you know he's going to get to the line a few times every game.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And that free throw good from DeRozan.
Love how DeRozan has grown as a player, as a leader of this team. And he's done a great job learning how to get to the line more frequently.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here is Livingston. He kicks it to Green. 14 feet away. No good on the shot. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Warriors on top, up by 7. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. The second quarter getting ready to start up. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
Not much room to operate offensively. The defense has been stifling through the first.
And they really are just giving them no breathing room out there. They have completely flustered them and set the pace of this game in their favor.
Warriors leading by 7. And a season full of records for the Golden State Warriors. 73 wins, a 24-0 start, 34 road wins. Steve, 54 consecutive wins at home. Of all those, which record impresses you the most?
Well, I think 73 wins, because you have to be able to do all that to get to 73. People were calling them lucky. I don't think so. It takes a lot to be able to win 73 wins in this league.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Ross and Patterson to the forwards. Powell is out there with Corey Joseph. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. Iguodala kicks to Livingston. Golden State moving the ball around. Now here's West. Not a lot of room. Just 5 to shoot. Baseline J on the way. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Steve, you played in your 14-year career mainly at that shooting guard. Great size for the position at 6'7". Is size still the same advantage that it once was in your day?
I think so, if you're skilled. And I'll tell you a quick story, Kevin. I started off as a point guard. Everybody wanted to be Magic Johnson, then moved to the 2 guard. I know it was time to retire when my last year they had me playing the 5. I said, that's it. It's time to go. Just for a couple games.
Yeah. What did you feel your best position was?
I thought at 2 guard position. At first I thought it was point guard.
You were an all-star at the 2 guard.
Yes. Coming in as a point guard. Offensively I was okay. But Kevin, defensively, trying to check those little point guards.
Tough.
Woo, I was struggling.
Now here's Joseph. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Back to Patterson. The 3 doesn't go that time. Nice D from Durant. Unloads from 9. The shot, no good. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Ross passes to Lowry. .121 left in the second quarter. Warriors leading by 11. In the corner, Iguodala with it. For the 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Iguodala's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Started.
Some changes for Golden State. Pachulia comes in for West, and it's Thompson in for Sean Livingston. The Raptors also changing it up. Sullinger comes in for Patrick Patterson, and it's DeRozan in for Terrence Ross. Here is Lowry. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Valanciunas with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Lowry against Curry. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Now here is Lowry. Defense is right there. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. Iguodala against DeRozan. Down low. To halt the run. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim.
That's where Valanciunas is a handful. Inside and on the block.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now DeRozan. Valanciunas with a screen on Iguodala. DeRozan. And that does it for the first half of play. Warriors lead by 12. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Draymond, a strong first half offensively for the team. What are you doing right?
I mean, we're just letting them show us what's open. You know, you got to just make sure we stay patient on the offensive end and let them tell us what play to make, where the open man is. We've been doing a great job of that. We got to keep it up in the second half.
Yeah, the defense leads you to the open man. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Kenny Smith, right there. And Shaquille O'Neal, he's right there. Welcome to the NBA. So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They are leading by 12. Shaq, we'll start with you. How do you think they played?
In simple truth, they just got hot. Didn't matter what the defense was doing, Ernie. They were definitely able to rise above it. Even the tough shots. Did you see that one shot? I don't know how they even went down. They can carry this over to the second half. It's going to be hard to beat them, boy. Woo-wee.
Looking at Toronto, Kenny, your thoughts?
I'd really like to see them attack the rim a little bit more. Change the game up, man. Generate some more easy baskets. Part of the reason they're behind is because they've been outclassed inside. They haven't been able to drive the ball, dish the ball. They need to pound it in the paint more if they want to win this basketball game.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
As we return to Oracle Arena, we get a glimpse of the commuters on BART, the public transportation system here in the Bay Area. Bay Area Rapid Transit. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. One of the stories here, Draymond Green getting it done today.
And what he gives his team, guys, is an edge. He just lights up an arena when he gets it going, and in that first half, young fella had it going.
He just pounced on this game with a real tenacity. They're going to need that same attitude in this second half as well.
And Smitty, when you were a young player in the league and taking on the great legends of the 90s, were there any games where you were just in awe of who you were on the court facing?
A lot, Kevin, but some names that come to mind was first Michael Jordan. Going up against the great Michael Jordan. A lot of people say they played against Michael, but he played the two-guard position.
Right at
and
you,
I
huh?
had to guard him.
Oh, my gosh.
And he was guarding me. And then growing up in Detroit, got a chance to work out with Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars, and then compete against these guys. Those are the three names that come to mind. I think those are the three that really had an influence on my game.
And the single most difficult guy for you to cover?
By far, I couldn't cover him. That was Michael Jordan.
And who was a guy that was the best defensive player on you, guarding you?
And he was a teammate of mine, so a lot in practice. But then when we got traded and separated, Stacey Altman, the plastic man, was a guy I had problems with.
The incredible shooting pair of Curry and Thompson in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Pachulia, and it's Durant in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Lowry with the ball, looking for his first basket still in this one. He dishes it to Sullinger. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Warriors leading by 15. And Curry has it in the corner. From deep three-point range, but they'll get another chance. Thompson from long range. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That is his first foul of the game. And the Warriors with some changes. Ian Clark's checked in for Durant, and it's Livingston in for Curry. A new group in now for the Raptors. Pirtle, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Jared Sullinger. Ross, he's checked in for DeMar Carroll. And Norman Powell subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. Patterson against Green. Lets a floater go, and that's 2 points on the layup. Green's got 9.
Draymond has such a gorgeous touch. Always nice to see the big man sink the floater.
Raptors trail by 17. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Toronto calls timeout. It's been an ascension to stardom for Draymond Green the last few seasons. Gone from role player to starter to superstar, all-star in a very short time span.
You just scratch your head how Green was taken in the second round of the draft. So many different teams passed up on a guy who played extremely well at the college level. He has the skills and mentality to be a force in this league for a long time. Many argue he's already a top 10 player in the game. And his defense, that might be the #1 thing he does that separates him.
He's checked in for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in for Thompson. And Toronto also making a switch. Corey Joseph's checked in for Kyle Lowry. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Pirtle kicks to Powell. Patterson, the screen. And here is Powell. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Ross, that's good.
When he gets a good look at the basket, Ross has no problem drilling a three.
Now here's Livingston. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Draymond Green, the triple-double machine, was second in 2016 for the most in the entire NBA. He can rebound the basketball, he can score, and he loves to pass to the Splash Brothers.
And Steve, Green certainly is one of the perfect candidates to put up a triple-double every night. Might go out of his way to get it done at times.
Yeah, he did admit. Last year there was times where he was chasing a triple-double. He said, no more of that, I'm just going to play basketball. And you know what? He started to get more triple-doubles.
So it's the Warriors now, after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Powell. Kicks to Joseph. Patterson, the screen. Ross with a wide open look. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Green kicks to Livingston. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
Great court awareness on how much time was left on the clock.
Now let's take a listen on head coach Dwayne Casey.
But man, we got to get down and get engaged at the other end. All right, be precise, send the ball to the screen, come across the screen, focus on the defensive end. Let's go.
There you hear Dwayne Casey asking for more precision on offense and more attention to detail on defense.
Yeah, carry out your assignments on both ends. Do the little things that ultimately make a big difference in the outcome of a game.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Lowry and DeRozan, the core of this team at the guard spots. Carroll and Patterson in at the small and power forward. And it's Sellinger in at the center position. Warriors leading by 12. Well, as a former player, Smitty, you know just how much effort it takes on a nightly basis to succeed. And who in the NBA do you see that has the best motor? The highest competitive value, night in and night out, always hustling.
Russell Westbrook is one of those guys. His motor never turns off. Draymond Green, those guys love to come out and compete. Chris Paul is another guy. You can see the passion in those guys, their mind working while they're on the floor at all times.
And that one drops for him.
Lowry showing how crafty he can be with that hoop inside.
Golden State's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Here's the screen. Green, the screen. No one near Curry as he lets it go. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Lowry kicks to DeRozan, and they double up DeRozan. Fires from deep. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 10 in the bucket there from Lowry.
Great heads-up look there from DeRozan to get his teammate an easy basket.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Durant in the corner. That's tipped, and that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carroll. Pachulia, he's checked in for Golden State. Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Raptors. There's 1:26 left to play here in the fourth, and the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, a bit over eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Toronto calls timeout. They're behind by 10. We've got 1:23 left in the game. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Dwayne Casey talk to his team. He told the guys it's time to turn it up a little and make a push. We've worked too hard to come away empty-handed. Let's put this thing away. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Pachulia with the steal. Durant dishes to Curry. Down low, Pachulia. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And the Warriors lead by 12. The Raptors have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Warriors.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Yeah, definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have. And what a huge standout performance it was for Draymond Green.
Well, they called on him to handle the bulk of the scoring, and he was more than up for it. There were some incredible spurts that he went through when there was nothing they could do to slow him down.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Curry kicks to Durant. From 13, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
I mean, the game is in hand, but they're still running their offense, and they're just plain and simple, still making shots.
And Carroll gets it to go.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
You're right. They're not going quietly. They're going to keep battling to the very end, no matter what the score is.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, thanking you for being with us. Good night, everyone. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you so much, Kevin. And with this one in the books, we're ready to present our Kevin Durant.
There aren't many players I enjoy watching more than Kevin Durant, as long as I'm not on the other team, because I would have to knock him on his back. Anyway, he's as versatile and complete as you could ask a player to be. Truly an all-time great. Just got to sit back and appreciate KD on a night like this.
He hit a little over half of his shots tonight. I thought he showed a lot of patience, he made good decisions, and he had good look. Obviously, it paid off.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.